Street Outlaws is an automotive reality TV series which follows several groups of experienced drag racers who compete against each other, hoping to win a big prize and a coveted title in Oklahoma City. The series premiered in June 2013 and became very popular among male audiences for its display of amazing cars, working dynamics, and adrenaline-packed races that will have you on the edge of your seat. It has run for 13 seasons on the Discovery Channel and even spawned several spin-off series including Street Outlaws No Prep Kings and Mega Cash Days. The series featured many cast members who all share the same passion for fast-moving vehicles and the need for an adrenaline kick. Although the world of illegal street racing doesn't seem like a place for romance, this couple proved it wrong. Let's dive into their love story and see whether they're still together.
Well, that's racing.
That's okay.
I gotta get this thing out and get it fixed because we got some more racing to do.
Chris Hamilton, better known as Boosted GT, is a drag racer and now a reality TV star who gained popularity through starring in Street Outlaws. He was born in Fort Worth, Texas, where he spent most of his life. He got the bug for vehicles from his father, who was also a drag racer, and who participated with his Chevrolet Chevelle in an underground race circuit from the 1960s to the 80s around the Miller Brewery area. His father was also a mechanic who passed to Chris his knowledge on how to fix a car, modify or replace an engine, or dismantle it. His father wanted to equip him with the necessary lore, so if Boosted GT ever got a busted car or needed to replace something, he could be able to do it. Growing up, he listened to his father's glorious conquests on the streets, prompting him to idealize it and eventually follow in his footsteps. Boosted GT was influenced by excellent racers such as Bill Elliott, Richard Petty, and John Force, and dreamt of being as capable as them. He got his first car when he was still in high school, a 1987 Chevrolet S10 Blazer, which he would often take for a spin. After meeting a friend who also had a Chevelle, the two started racing just for fun, and eventually it became a habit for Boosted GT. Over time, he learned more about cars and trading them for another with more firepower. His second car was a Mustang, with which he participated in races but didn't know what he was doing. Boosted GT then acquired his iconic yellow 1995 Ford Mustang and modified it with a turbo so he could join the street racing circuit. In the early 2000s, there were underground car shootouts in Houston, Texas that became popular among Fort Worth car enthusiasts around 2004. Besides Boosted GT, there was another car enthusiast and racer named Chris Collins, known as Limpy, who had a crew and raced across Texas. Coming from Dallas after witnessing these automotive shows, Chris began planning how to create his own underground race circuit, which he would later name Cash Days. Eventually, Boosted GT would cross paths with Limpy, and the two began competing on the tracks, or was that the road? When the Dallas/Fort Worth area transformed into a hub of street racing in Texas, Boosted GT gained the title as an OG, old guy, in street racing. Back in the day, street racing was still illegal, and only those truly passionate about racing and with a vast interest plus connections knew about it. Racers from neighboring counties and states, such as in Oklahoma, began visiting and participating in the race circuit. Cash Days soon gained massive popularity, and rivalry spouted between the Texas and Oklahoma racers. Allegedly, Limpy was the first racer that the California TV studio approached with the idea of doing a TV show about supposed illegal street racing in Oklahoma. Still, he was camera shy and thought he might get into legal troubles, and so refused. So, how did Boosted GT get a spot on Street Outlaws? Well, he began his career on the show by participating in racing against Oklahoma City in Texas, with one of the racers who was on the Texas crew. After the race, producers approached him and asked him to join the series in the third season as a regular. According to the show's narrative, Boosted GT wanted to switch teams following this race and join the 405 crew. The experienced drag racer relocated to Oklahoma and participated in several show races, hoping to gain a spot on Oklahoma's elusive list, the top 10 racers. Proving that persistency and determination eventually pays off, he actually finally made it to the top 5. Boosted GT's driving skills, extensive knowledge of car modification, and interesting personality made him a fixture on the popular show, and paved his way for spots in its spin-off series One of the drivers invited a star in Street Outlaws No Prep Kings, which premiered in February 2018 and also became highly popular. A skilled driver with years of experience under his belt, Boosted GT was then invited to be the racer master in another spin-off series, Mega Cash Days, finally landing the opportunity to do what Limpy did with Cash Day in Texas. This was a big jump for Boosted GT, and he was delighted to be given such an opportunity, although he had big shoes to fill. Reportedly, Discovery Channel was well aware of his background and history in participating in race circuits, and that was the reason he was tasked as a race master. Since his debut performance in the show, Boosted GT's gained a reputation as a very level-headed racer, who could manage the various personalities. However, coordinating 64 drivers with 3 crews for each drive can easily become chaotic, and this is where the race master steps in and balances their egos. As Boosted GT said to a media outlet, "You have to make a call and stick to it. You have to own it. Don't get run over by anyone with a strong hand." Being on the raging circuit for years taught Boosted GT to never take anything personally said or done on the tracks. With time, he learned that people easily become nervous, angry, or agitated on the tracks, and if they lash out, they're actually rarely upset with you. This kind of hardcore, no-nonsense attitude, coupled with humility and calmness, makes him popular among the audiences. Kayla Morton is an experienced driver and a TV celebrity who stepped into the limelight by starring in Street Outlaws and being in a relationship with one of the racers, Boosted GT. She was born in 1989 in Tulsa, Oklahoma, to a family with a background in street racing, as her father, Stanley, is a former race car driver. Growing up, she spent a lot of time helping him in his garage, eventually acquiring mechanical knowledge that would later serve her well. Naturally, Kayla developed a passion for cars and racing, and as time passed, she continued learning and upgrading herself. Initially, she raced for fun, but eventually realized that she could cash out her skills and earn some money in the process. So first, Kayla launched a custom vehicle restoration shop and is the proud owner of a couple of heavily modified machine beasts. Her primary car was a 1993 Ford Fox Body Mustang, a piece specifically customized and adjusted for drag racing. Over the next few years, she became known for her shop, mechanical skills, and racing enthusiasm, so grabbing the attention of other high-profile racers in the area. Kayla made her debut performance in Street Outlaws No Prep Kings, although in the racing community she gained a reputation as a top and probably the only female street racer in Oklahoma. She said, "Really, I'm the only girl in that area that races, and I've been doing it for a long time." So when Discovery and the team were looking for new challengers for the spin-off series, Kayla received a call disclosing, "Big Chief just called me one day and asked me if I wanted to participate in the show." After being in the show for years, Kayla took a break from racing, until in December 2021, when she announced the return of the Hot Mess Express, hoping to move up the ladder and earn titles. She participated in several races at various locations in the latest Street Outlaws No Prep Kings season. In Houston, Kayla lost control of her car due to a loose fuel line and crashed into the wall. Luckily, she managed to steer out of it, and later wrote a post on her social media clarifying what had happened to her. "On our very last test pass, we had a fuel line rupture. I felt the motor lean out and grab the chutes as fast as my mind could process what was happening. At that point, it was just an ice skating rink. I did manage to scrub off enough speed to minimize some of the damage, but the car isn't pretty." Besides being a drag racer, mechanic, and automotive expert, she's tried her luck with acting, and has one acting credit for playing a supporting character in the 2019 short crime movie, I Killed Ava Ribbon. Since starring in the TV show, Kayla has established a career as an athlete, nutritionist/fitness coach, and social media star. Similar to other cast members, fan favorite Kayla has been endorsed by various brands such as LAM, Legends Are Made, and 50x2 Apparel. Her Instagram, which boasts nearly 100,000 followers, has numerous videos of her doing some crazy workouts. If you've ever watched the show, you know that Kayla is in great shape and certainly capable of helping others with their body goals and nutrition. Kayla and Boosted GT met on the set of Street Outlaws, and interestingly, the beginning of their relationship resembled a haters to lovers plot of a romantic movie. In an interview, Kayla said that they hated each other. Originally, when Chris and I raced on the street, we didn't love each other until that episode. Then we started dating. Kayla also revealed some details about dating and being a passionate racer. It's tough to find a partner who loves the sport and is so poured into it, as you are. So when you find somebody that understands the lifestyle and the sacrifices it takes, you hang on. Our whole life has revolved around cars and racing. It's our life. The two became a power couple in the show, and audiences were amazed to see love sprouting on the racetrack. Kayla and Boosted GT are believed to not have walked down the aisle, although some media outlets claim otherwise. And it's not known precisely when Boosted GT and Kayla welcomed a son, who is often featured on Kayla's Instagram. She has another son from a previous relationship. The two have been very secretive about their relationship and rarely share details with fans. But it was known that the couple live in Texas with their son and Kayla's son. Given that their relationship became an interesting side story of the show, many wonder about the couple and whether they are still together. According to the latest information, the couple has parted ways, although the exact date is unknown. This is primarily founded on the fact that the former couple has deleted all of their online photos. Most of their current content / photos on social media feature promos for the series. Furthermore, Kayla appeared in the show's latest season while Boosted GT has remained out of the spotlight, which seemed to convince many people of their breakup. Fans believe they are not together on the show as they try to steer clear of each other. Recently, Kayla posted a photo of her father with the caption, "If you know me, you know this is the most important man in my life. He's an example for Austin and Cooper. He's the kind of man I want in a relationship." Her last sentence further reinforced the possibility of their breakup, and judging from Boosted GT's Instagram, he's been focusing on growing his YouTube channel, which currently has nearly 40,000 subscribers with 2 million views. According to some outlets, it seemed that even though their love was strong, and Kayla and Boosted GT share a great passion for cars, their relationship wasn't built to last. Given that they don't like sharing details, one can only guess what caused them to separate, but it's not too hard to imagine the two being super busy with their careers and raising a small child. Hopefully, both will find happiness.
Thank you for spending some time with us. Make sure to like and subscribe so you never miss another video. We also handpick these videos, which we recommend you watch next. You can talk to us on all social medias or ask a question in the comments below. Thank you for being with us, and we'll see you back tomorrow.